Hello everyone, I would like to apologize the millionth time for taking the longest time to work on, like, anything. I have just really not been at my best lately, and I always feel bad, like, making that excuse all the time, because it probably doesn't make the viewers feel very good, when the person making the videos is like, I'm just dying, literally. My mental health doesn't exist. And is probably worse than the main characters. Sewer, great. A gateway to the river of filth. Pretty good way to put it. But I'll be fine, I think. I'm sorry again for the long delay. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain have almost washed them off. Alright, what do we got over here? I mean, I guess we got a bench. I feel like I've already looked at that. Worn and beaten wooden planks, tent looks down the street. It's sit on benches after you solved the murder. Let's go. I can read at the bench to pass time when we're not hanging out. Okay, right. So let's see. I can, man, I can go all the way down here. I will say this.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
And he's eating a big sandwich. Apparently...
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
It's definitely... an interesting outfit this one guy has on. These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab the ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. I got this ball time. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath. Ask out the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their primes. Wow. I have a pretty good success at doing it, too. Alright, let's go. Let's do this ball game action. Success. You're immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work. Feel the ball. Cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it, probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps and learning on scars of victory. Already your muscles are just the weight, the nervous system calibrating until you with the ball emerge into a single entity. The man ball is ready! God, I fucking love this game. I'm glad I'm back to it. A chilly breeze ruffles your hair as you stand there, feet firmly planted. All sound settles in the wind. Everything fades, and the only thing left is the union of man and ball. Who am I? With pure motion, a fine-tuned locomotor running at maximum efficiency. Some would say you're still a cop, but I guess we're way beyond that now. Heck yeah, we are. Anybody who says I'm a cop is crazy. The inertia can be contained no more than a bullet leave a gun. Let the go. Let the be the bullet. I just do. Is that part of the game? Merde! The old social yells in outrage. Padel de Merde! What the hell is your problem? Problem? I don't understand. You vandalized our game, son. He tries to calm himself. I can't play Pentique with 5 bowls. I thought it was shot put. Damn well is it? It's a petanque. The man snaps his voice again. You ruined the petanque game. We want our bowl back. Take it easy, Ren. One tries to defuse the situation. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done. Of course there's harm done. You orange slug. The heel of his cavalry boot slams in the ground. You owe us a goddamn bull. Sure. Good. Mistakes are forgiven when men at least try to right their wrongs. I believe you will. Now, why did you approach us? Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention. I saw the statue of Philip III near a roundabout. Ah yes, King Philip III on his steed. A reminder of what Revicol once was. Oh, absolutely. At the mercy of a cocaine-snorting tyrant who emptied the treasury so he could sleep on a bed of gold. A superpower, feared and respected, a testament of what this country can be under the leadership of a true king, someone who knows how to rule. How should a true king rule? Decisively, without fear of offending the sensibilities of the frail and weak-minded among his subjects. This is something the insurgencies never understood. I feel like Sapere would like this guy. Maybe. I gotta say I admittedly agree with this one. I'm gonna say it. Leader should take care of people before himself. A nation is only as strong as its leader. That's why it was such madness to try to... Don't get started on that again. What happened, happened. There is some wariness in his voice now. He's heard this right many times before. Nero doesn't reply, but his entire being communicates unbreakable resolve. No one and nothing can change this man's mind. He's as rigid as they come, still in that antique uniform. It's a symbol for him. Let's talk about something else. I don't care about the cocaine. Anything about the man hanged in the back? Fortunately, I don't. Unlike most locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. This affair has passed me by completely. Monet, the union is the law, so can you really blame them? But you don't have a problem with cop? Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I am an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me. A man with a lot of past, but little present and almost no future. Damn, that's depressing as fuck. You seem to be playing in a crater, yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Was it made by a sea monster? No. Without even silent. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Predator left by artillery fire, but why? Why what? Why it was heavily artillery? Because that's what happened when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Or those again? Commies, communists, social anarchists. Call them what you like. They chose the name to feel special. The Cavalier frowned. Senseless sentimentality. Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly. So valiantly we got licked. He had squeezing a bowl in his fist. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist woman strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though, and we lacked calibre. God bless him, but the Suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. That last one's fucked up. Why shell them here in Martinez? Because this place is the damn beachhead, he says, pointing the bay. Had to soften the commies up first. Yes, inspecting you with some disdain. The military-coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol. Finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations. Martinez was used as one of the free footholds in Revachol during Death Blow in 08. The other two were off in Stella, Mary, and Delta. He points northeast. This here is a blood ground where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out, most likely, says looking down at the soil, we're playing Patank on their mangled corpses. Blood ground. Theron shakes his head. Oh, Rain going on like he isn't angry enough already. Explains all the war damage. Damn right, son. They laid a fire of hell in the city before they stormed it and worked it too. As the city got cleaned out, but Martinet they kept as a monument. A dark shadow runs across his face. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place. All it's your own damn fault. We, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still hold influence. Even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think? Thinking... rhetoric. Thinking men have opinions on these things. Present one. See. Soft socialists paving the way for the hard working class takeover. Foreign powers cleaned up your mess. I don't really know. Commies just don't understand how money works. No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the Coalition. Years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food, and drinking piss the mountains. I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Gilliman returned to Rochol, or even if that damn clown Frizzle had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. Royal failure weighs heavily on him. Oh, this is just holy and beautiful, and the world was wiped away. Now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere, foreign influence peddling garbage, and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This is their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of Suzerain with. Suzerain is the king. Has everyone forgotten already? He then nods himself, says they forgotten already. Okay, well, maybe if I get his bowl back, this one will be easier to try. I could, admittedly, I'm back and forth. It says I can try it again, so maybe if I get his thing, I'll be able to... What if he served as a veteran, refused to let go of the past in his uniform? Not uncommon. Let's see. This is the uniform of Royal Cabineers in service of Frizzle the First. Gilliam Lee Lion and the valiant King Philip V before him. Don't mean Frizzle the Fun. You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, our Zercule, and Tomorn. Okay, well maybe if I get his ball back, I'll get a retry. Which is why I was like, oh, I'll give it a roll, because, you know. There's boulets worthy of a real man. What are these? Oh, hey, look, looks like there's a store or something up there. But, for now, I want to see if I can get my boulets, or that man's boulets back. Reads broken window. Tibbs has windows. Coin-operated viewer. I don't care. Had a bag in your hand, perhaps you could collect these bottles and sell them. Some skull of seabirds. Things I've seen, things I've said. so nobody cares. What's this? Hey, a plastic frit bag, which I can start collecting bottles so I can earn some money. Sick. And money, so I can have money. Also sick. That's pretty badass. I want to a whole 5 money now. What is this? Blood holes line the wall. Bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the lieutenant's surname. Look closer first. Fading marks are too degraded to draw any forensic conclusions. Just chips in the sandstone. Can't look blood holes. Where? So around. Point to the chips hole. Someone's been shot. We're cops. We should solve it. There? So well, these are old. What do you mean old? Bullets were fired during the Revolution, over half a century. They do not warrant investigation. Tell me about the Revolution. Not much. And have a fresh perspective on it. Shall we go? Huh. Well, I guess I can't deny you that. So, I threw the bowl out into the ocean, and it doesn't look like I can just retrieve it from the ocean. Perhaps I have to buy one from somewhere or something. I mean, I did just claim this was a shop. I don't actually know if that's true. But, I mean, I guess if I just discarded the bowl, maybe I should check the nearby shop. Also, I literally just got this thing to pick up cans. Can I re-examine? Oh, I need to equip this. Okay. I didn't realize I had to equip these things. That's something rather important to keep in mind, actually, that these aren't like auto items. Plastic tear and glass tear. Cool. So now I can go around and be the garbage man I've always wanted to be and collect too many items because that's the kind of player I am. Cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. Book has a rose and a pistol, a half-naked dame on the cover. I get the feeling this probably isn't the kind of place I'll buy a ball. Book about Pate. More of a bookstore, perhaps. This book, you don't really understand it, nor does it seem important. Hard to even read the author's name. A book about Belirdo culture. It promotes freedom and roaming upstream. Yo, what do you gotta say?
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
The chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. I am the law.
Sir.
She stomps her feet to feel warmer.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is
It's
this?
a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and biographies of famous people.
It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold your horses, little girl. What's a board game?
Games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
What's a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
She's unfazed at her questions. She would consider impolite to point out any perceived weirdness.
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved. My
Thanks.
pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What's your name? It's not about books, but I'll ask it. My name is Annette. My mom, and her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside, minding her store or organizing the stock. Girl gazes at the window and suddenly jolts her eyes as if recalling something. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. And you're standing out here in the cold because signaling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. Gush of wind turns the page of books on the counter. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. You're cold. Can I help in some way? Any offer? He doesn't know what else to say. What could he do to help her anyways? Help by brutally dismantling the market. Maybe I should have a word with your mom. I'm happy to help my mom by luring in customers. I have some hot juice in my vacuum bottle. Should he be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help mom keep this place running. What is school anyway? School? Well, mine is a big yellow building on Boogie Street and the people there run it. They say it's a charity. School more important than this. Mom said necessary both because it builds a character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life, you succeed. There's stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette. How's the business going? It's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Behind her, the window is boarded up. You sense the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed in what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business ever thrived here, sir. They all go bankrupt. Exactly. Doing fine so far. This sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much to look into here. The lieutenant makes some note in his notebook. Yes, please do look at our wares inside. This curse manifests itself. It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. The plasmic manifestations are fine. I'll show you. I'll show you. Girl, looks back and forth if you need to. Anything else you want to talk about? The other failed businesses. Nothing really. Doesn't allow me to sneak in the back rooms or the cellar. She looks a bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. But I curse for now. Maybe I can tell you about the books instead. What is this crime business? Crime fiction. It's about murders or burglaries or things like that. And the work of policeman or private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. Get a crime murder gets people going. It's kind of like a puzzle too. You can guess the whole criminal is who the criminal is or how the good guys are gonna catch him. I'm the policeman myself, by the way. The law, as I said. Much like the policeman. Well, what does the cop look like then? Didn't mean to offend, sir. It's you don't look like Dick Mullen, for it's on a book cover, which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. Not your body that's important, it's your mind. Head, yes. No, I meant your mind. But that's like the same thing. She's gonna try trying to solve this puzzle. There's the mind and there's the mind, if you catch my drift. Not really, sir. See, that's what reading those fake Mullen books gets you. Now you're dealing with a real cop. Yes, sir, Shaw's mischievously. He's just a fictional character. I understand. He's no match for you. I'm gonna deduce something. Shaw saw she's cold, afraid of the curse. Bam. The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that? I mean, sir. You can show them to me. Looking at the two of you with little interest. So under true professionalism, he's far more intrigued by the situation than his poise reveals. It's okay. Reddened hands, her nails are frayed, nearly chewed down the flesh. You bite your nails. You do this for me keeping my hands folded? Shoots you a suspicious glance. There are a few other hints. Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that. He's actually impressed. This is a more defensive reflex. Bet I can figure out why you bite your nails. I mean, that one's obvious, though. I feel a little bad. Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit. I shouldn't. Another ace deduction by the #1 detective in town. It's okay, sir. You're still gonna play streak. There's nothing more that can be achieved here. Just ask her to do the same. Okay, to do something like me. Quite sober. Not flinch at the comment. He doesn't even flinch a single bit. He's intensely not flinching. It takes a lot of effort. How do you know I'm usually not? Because you usually aren't. Having a grand time. I sure hope you are, sir. What am I missing here? Why does this feel familiar? Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before. Hang on, so you know me? We met before? Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. Back and forth on our feet. Running around all week without a shirt on, sir. Apologizing to everyone. I don't really understand what you've done wrong. Ever talked to you? Of course, you stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Thanks, I'm trying. Yeah, I can see. You don't have party eyes anymore. Slowly, ever so slowly realizing something. Party eyes, yes, of course. That makes sense. That's why his children have seen you running around with party eyes on, he thinks. Not at all. Party eyes? You know, like a cat in the dark, all big and wide, she thought. Certainly looks odd on a man. Sibling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You're probably gurning, too. Fuck yeah, you should get some party eyes right now. It's not that. Shut up, electrochemistry. You're stupid. That's not what you have to worry about. So why didn't you tell me you knew me to begin with? Didn't know you I had to do that. Thanks, I learned something about myself today. Glad I could help you, sir. Well, who are these famous people? Kings and queens and generals of old? Or artists and writers or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. I think that's why people read to find the secrets of their fame. Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous by reading them. Reading those doesn't make the reader more famous, does it? It's like the famous people more famous. It sounds delicious. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, these famous people sound like a bunch of dorks. Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything. I didn't have anything else to say. Bunch of nerds. Nobody likes famous idiots. Okay, anyways.